work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor. In the trenches like a war. If they want to give them more, when I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Fourth down, 4 yards, put it all on the line.
Tonight, from Seattle, Washington, it's week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jimmy Garoppolo and the Seattle Seahawks taking on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
We are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. Tonight we kick off week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Seattle Seahawks. Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback standing at 6'2" from Eastern Illinois. It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Jimmy going to look to throw it on the first play. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 61 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo going right back. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Bengals grab it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson, and he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Garoppolo's throw into the hands of Fan. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Garoppolo again. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Nick Bawden, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And out now, here come the Bengals. Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in Week 3. So I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help or hurt their cause?
Oh, I say unequivocally help, because you always want a Thursday game earlier in the schedule rather than later, just because the grind of the season hasn't really set in yet. But also, if they can get a win here, they get a mini open week, recharge a little bit, and carry some fresh momentum into the rest of the season.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Again, it's Mixon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
2nd down, it's Henderson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The pass pulled in by Jones. What a catch. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To throw is Garoppolo. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 54 yards. And the Seahawks are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Now they go play action now. Burrow sliding out of the pocket. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. On the move, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that one caught downfield by Boyd. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards the pickup there.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line. From the gun to give to Henderson. And he stopped immediately there. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be fourth down. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now Burrow loses the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Here we go. From midfield now, Burrow steps away to his left. They'll fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. That one goes for 29 yards on third. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet? Down. Here's Joe Burrow. It's caught inside the 25. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Mixon with a first down carry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Mixon on second down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He'll find Metcalf. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And he overshot him there. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because...
So that challenge, a successful one. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They go play action with Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So we are at halftime here in downtown. But no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? So,
he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Daxton Hill just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to Walker on first down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Walker fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Nick Ballin with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are able to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Burrow. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
And this one is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Rolling to his left. Airing one out for Boyd. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
McPherson on for the point after. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it's finished off by the touchdown from Tyler Boyd. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. DK Metcalf of the Seattle offense about set to take over once again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Garoppolo now. This is the tight end fan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. The middle, here's Walker. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, it's Walker. He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now Garoppolo. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. There's Garoppolo to throw. Man open, here is Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Garoppolo looks to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
On second and goal, Garoppolo looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The 10-yard completion, but still now facing third and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Bengals drive about to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Burrow will throw. They'll roll him out right. He's got a man, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Play action. It's Burrow. He'll buy some time right. This is caught inside the 15. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Steps away. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. From 17 yards out. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And he's brought down. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the 4th. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. This is Fant on the short completion. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Finding Walker complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Here's Walker. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
On the draw, this is Henderson. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Now Garoppolo. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. So Burrow and the Bengals down by 10. A minute 12 to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. To throw, Burrow. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And the pressure gets to him again. Uchenna Nwosu in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Seahawks, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days before they face the Rams next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.